This is Marina, and you are listening to Musical Health Talk. We're at a tempo of 132 beats per minute. It's your time. It's your musical health time. Believe in you today, people. You got it going on. I am here today with Dan Powers, who is the founder of Real Brave. And Real Brave is an entertainment musical learning center for people of all ages. It's fabulous. He's been in business for 15 years in New Jersey, in Queens. He recently located in Manhattan on the Upper East Side. We're going to be talking to Dan of how he got started and what he believes in today, people. Feel the beat, people. Today's the day I believe. I know nothing can stand in the way. Today's the day I believe. I know nothing can stand in the way. Today's the day I believe. Yeah, in the way. Today's the day I believe. I know nothing can stand in the way. Dan Powers. How are you doing today, Dan Powers?
With that intro.
That was subtle, huh? What do you think?
It's the most confident intro I've ever had in my life.
So, Dan Powers, how did this start for you, Dan? This Real Brave organization.
Started out as me being a musician.
Okay.
And wanting to do something more, be able to inspire people with my voice.
Okay.
Be able to write music that people love. And as you know,
yes,
it's a tough slog.
Oh boy. Is it ever?
Is it ever? So I did it for well over a decade. Okay. Recorded people in my house, bought equipment like this, played bands, recorded for other people, did everything you possibly could do to be a musician, publishing, writing music for movies, until one day I just decided that this is not working.
It's hard.
It's hard, but it doesn't mean it has to stop you.
Yes.
So deciding one day to be able to say, all right, well, this is not working. What can we do next? And I believe success is about making tiny changes in your life.
Yes.
To be able to get to whatever that is you're trying to accomplish.
Yes, yes. We're still at a tempo of 132 beats per minute, Dan. And the reason that I say that is because these days, musical health is a term that I use. And I don't just use that for fitness. I use it emotionally. But people do work out to music, but it doesn't mean they can't be edutained at the same time. Okay. So if you are watching us today and you are working out on a piece of equipment, do feel the beat, people. We're here with Dan Powers, the founder of Real Brave. Let's talk about your non-for-profit organization as well, because Real Brave is a center where there's every type of music being taught, from drums, guitar, fabulous staff in all three locations, amazing musicians, each and every one of them, very eclectic,
yeah, they're all
amazing players and people. Speak to me also about the fact that you have a non-for-profit organization. Speak a little bit about that.
Yeah, that came from the sense that I've been very fortunate to have a business that is able to pay me a little bit of money to live, right? Yes. And I learned from someone, actually Tony Robbins, someone that I really appreciate what he's taught, and he has a saying, the secret of living is giving.
Yes.
And it's extremely important to be able to be present and to be able to give yourself to another person.
Yes.
That said, we're able to provide affordable music instruction for families that can't afford this, because there are a lot of people out there that take this stuff for granted, right?
For sure.
There's a lot of families out there that don't have access to this type of activity.
Absolutely.
So we're able to provide free or affordable education to kids that can't afford it. But more recently, we've been able to fundraise money for kids in homeless shelters and affordable housing that really can't afford it, have come from backgrounds where they've been recently homeless, and a lot of other things in there that you and I just haven't really maybe seen in our lifetime.
Yes.
We're able to provide free music instruction to them, and it's amazing.
Well, this is an incredible thing, because when I was growing up, 100 years ago, so I'm just a little bit older.
163 now.
140 years ago, maybe. Okay. It was an automatic thing that we got given an instrument. This was not a question. By the time you were in the second or third grade, you could have a flute, you could have a violin, whatever. Now it's just a recorder. That's what they hand out now, a recorder, right?
They have that. They have vocal lessons where you get in a
Yes.
group and everybody's singing.
Choir.
They have a choir,
Sure.
right? They have that. They do have the recorder, and there are districts, okay, that have actual music instruction, actual teachers, and actual budget for it.
Yes.
After School Rocks just recognizes that not every district has that.
Yes.
Not every district has the ability for the principal to make a decision that music is important.
Yes.
So we're coming in and saying, okay, well, this is something that we can provide for you, and it's proven, and we have a system, and you can do that. And it's extremely important to us to be able to do that because music, as you know, is an important part of self-expression.
Yes.
It's an important part of self-confidence.
Yes, absolutely.
Being able to express yourself is a huge part of that. And we've seen a huge improvement in all types of children in these programs being able to just be much more confident.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's helping them with their studies too. I don't lean on that. I just really kind of go more towards the self-confidence.
Well, I think also, the discipline and the feeling of just taking yourself away. What I love about Real Brave, and people do come in there, so I do want to mention that, it's not just for children, that there are many adults that as we grow, if we have a family, if we have a tough job, or whatever the case may be, sometimes we lose our sense of self. And sometimes we lose our musical health sense of self. And I say that metaphorically. And that music can somehow fill us back up with something, a feeling. It doesn't matter if it would be a painting class, reading a book, but that idea of coming in and being loaded with energy, being around young people, old people, all types of music, can make us feel loaded. So the song is called Loaded People today. Loaded, loaded, don't you mess around. Oh, loaded, loaded, all around. All right, so that's enough of that, Marina. So the idea is that when you walk into Real Brave, what I love about it is that you do see, of course, children, but I also love seeing the adults that have either never taken a music class or maybe they stopped when they were younger.
Yeah.
And now they pick it back up in their 60s. Yeah. And it's incredibly aspirational to watch that, yeah?
Right.
So,
it is.
So, I mean, when you walk in there are people of all ages. I have a particular student that has never played a musical instrument, and to be 30 years old and pick up a violin is really brave. Real brave. And I'm wearing my Brave t-shirt here with Dan Powers, who's the founder of Real Brave, located in New Jersey, Queens, and now on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. Feel the beat, people. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You got it going on. You got it going on. Feel it. It's your time. It's your musical health time. Feel it. Oh, loaded. All right. So this together, Dan, I connected with you because I have raised 3 children with Roy Kamen. Roy Kamen and myself started Kamen Entertainment Group in 1987. Roy's been in it since 1977. And our children are now grown and working and living on their own. You have a family as well.
I do.
3 young children. You're
do.
married. So being able to run a facility and a business,
Yeah.
and juggle and spin all those plates at the same time, talk a little about that. Or cry a little about it.
Do you want me to talk about all day in the baseball field yesterday?
Oh, my goodness. Was it fabulous?
It was fabulous. Look,
Of course.
having the ability to lean on family
Yes.
is one of the most important things about my significance, about my life.
Okay.
The passion of the business is important, right? Because it gives you the other certainty of like what your purpose is, what you want to do. But having family and understanding that that you're passing down your love of life and the things that you love, but also to be an important person that does really good things is a huge part of my happiness, my mindfulness, being able to be aware. I mean, look,
Absolutely.
Real Brave, like I started out talking, is more about being able to create something that lives longer than you, and what is family? It's something
Yes.
that lives longer than you.
Yes.
And really, I always say whenever I have these talks with anybody, I've done
Yes.
a number of these, that Real Brave is the best song I've ever written. Simply because it's something that people understand.
Right.
It hits them in a place that they understand, and it moves them.
Yes.
Having family, having people to lean on, it's the same thing, and it's the most rewarding thing
Yes.
you can ever have.
And there is a vibe in the place of a family vibe.
Important, so important.
So many of the people that you surround yourself with, staff and people that are attracted to coming into the facility, have that sense of warmth and that sense of acceptance.
Yes.
And it's not scary. It's warm.
Has
and
to be.
It feels like family.
Yeah,
when you
a
walk
lot
in
of
there.
places that do what we do, and this is for us to get bigger. This is going to be a struggle, but a lot of places that do what we do, they have people. They have the notion that look, musicians hold this tight to themselves. This is mine. It can't be anybody else's. And if you want to do this, you got to be like me.
Yes.
Well, my thing is, this is an invitation.
Yes.
This is an invitation to be able to experience something that you've never experienced before. And by the way, the person that's in front of you, that's teaching you,
Yeah.
is a person first.
Yes.
And a musician second.
Yes. And I do like that mission statement, too. It's in your mission statement.
Yeah.
And it's, it is very brave for a lot of people to go to the stage or speak publicly or even go to an event or to a party or whatever the case may be, yeah? So there's a little song here that
Oh, yeah.
basically came as lyrics that you gave to me. And we do something at Real Brave called Kids Rock.
Preschool rocks.
Preschool rock, and it's really for ages 3 to 5 before children are really ready to zero in, and many adults should be taking the class
I think
as
they
well.
should.
To focus in, to have private lessons. But I really think that this also applies to adults that might be a little skittish or a little nervous to do a one-on-one and just feel the beat first. So, the idea of reaching your hands up, and I say this again metaphorically, come up here, reach up here. Why must you level yourself and always feel like you can't? Because you can. Give it a try. So the lyrics here are, we say, reach up high, reach down low. And I also like to use terminology musically. I'll say forte, loud. We use the word loud. We do a lot of teaching of musicality. And we are all very trained as instructors there. But it is about the person first and making the person comfortable enough in their own skin to have what I call musical health. So feel the beat, people. Feel the beat, people.
Feel it.
Reach up high, reach down low. Say it loud, say it low. Are you ready to rock and roll? We are ready to rock and roll. So that's why I wrote this song. And it's called disco rock and roll because also people have different tastes, Dan.
Sure.
And I love the fact that there's an eclectic staff and that people are comfortable enough to come into Real Brave and be asked first, what do you like? Yeah. I'm not going to push my taste on you. You don't push your taste. Nobody there does.
Right.
Everybody is different, has their own creativity. And maybe they need to ask. Maybe they don't know.
Right.
But the idea that everybody is different in terms of how high they can reach. If they want to stay here, that's fine too. Just the idea of walking into Real Brave in New Jersey, Queens, and now on the Upper East Side in Manhattan. Can you give us the address and phone number in Manhattan, how to reach you?
Sure. It's 1767 First Ave, and that's 212-230-1168. You can also go to realbraveaudio.com, and we reach out for us there.
Terrific. I've been with Dan Powers, the founder of Real Brave. Thank you for being with me today, Dan.
My pleasure.
Fantastic. Feel the beat, people. You got it.
Feel it.
Come on now. Disco rock and roll. Yeah. Reach up high. Reach down low. Say it loud. Say it loud. We are ready to rock and roll. We are ready to rock and roll. This is Marina. You've been listening to Musical Health Talk. Bye-bye.